Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Jag from Jaggy Sports, and let's talk about Ben Simmons for a second. And it was announced, Woj announced this, you know, like he said it on Christmas Day, saying a team to watch out for is the Cleveland Cavaliers. In case anyone missed it, Cleveland Cavaliers for the Ben Simmons watch. Let's take a look at this.
Notes. The whole world is watching and waiting on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, listen, Ben Simmons is no closer to returning to play in Philadelphia, and right now, no closer to a trade. Now, between now and the February 10th trade deadline, you can expect teams like Sacramento, Minnesota, Indiana, even Cleveland, to continue to stay in touch with Philadelphia about a potential deal.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the NBA Front Office Show. Hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas. Got a lot more NBA news to break down today. Trevor Lane here. You can follow me on Twitter at Trevor_Lane, joined by Keith Smith. Follow him at Keith Smith NBA. Keith, I think we kick off the post-Christmas show with a Simmons siren.
Let's go. We got it, man. Little Christmas Day Simmons. So the news that broke on Christmas Day as part of their long pregame show on ESPN and ABC, Adrian Wojnarowski gave a Ben Simmons update. Now, it wasn't exactly breaking news that he had to rush off to, but he threw out that Minnesota, Indiana, Sacramento were interested. But he said the team to really watch in the Ben Simmons trade talks is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mm-hmm. And that is notable because now we've heard the Cavs a handful of times. And Woj very clearly noted that trade talks have all but shut down over the league over the last week or so as teams are focused more on getting players into uniform to play games
right.
Than anything else. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But he said that the Cavs are very interested in Simmons. They see him as somebody who can help continue to push them forward in the Eastern Conference. They've got some interesting pieces that they could send back salary matching wise to Philadelphia without putting too much of a burden on the Sixers. So I'd say that that's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Well, and those teams make a lot of sense. We've been saying this from day one that it would probably wind up being a team that isn't normally a major free agent destination because they're going to see this as their opportunity. They're probably going to be willing to pay a little bit more than a team that typically gets interest in free agency. So these teams that wouldn't normally be able to get a guy like a Ben Simmons, certainly not in free agency, they're going to be more willing to fork over a bit more in a trade, thinking this is their chance to get him. But the Cavs specifically, what does their offer look like? I mean, obviously, we don't have details right now, but let's just kind of go down that path. Let's say the Cavs are putting forth an offer for Ben Simmons. What pieces are they putting in the deal?
Yeah, so presumably the ones we can take off the table are like Jared Allen,
sure,
Darius Garland, probably Lauri Markkanen, because those are the guys you'd want to keep to build around Simmons with. Kevin Love, I think we could take off the table because I don't know that Philly would be overly interested in bringing him in. Mm-hmm. Now, Woj did say there's a good chance this would be a 3 or 4 team trade. So maybe Love is the outgoing salary matching for Cleveland. But without getting into, I mean, we could spend the next 4 hours dreaming up 3 and 4 team trades, and we're not going to do that. So let's take Love out. So I would say Ricky Rubio, maybe, right? Because he almost has to be then if Love's not going to be, because it's $17.8 million of salary matching. And then it gets kind of interesting. Would they want Colin Sexton and say, hey, we'll look at his restricted free agency. We'll take care of that. If you're Cleveland, would you put Isaac Okoro in the deal as kind of the young piece there? He'd be kind of interesting guard with size. That's something Philly doesn't have a lot of. Most of their guards are a little bit smaller there. Jetty Osman, another wing he's actually having a fairly good season for Cleveland. So that could be an interesting piece.
So there you have it. Like Woj announced it, saying that basically one team to watch out for is the Cleveland Cavaliers. And, it's a small market team and they want to push it. And they know if Ben Simmons was a free agent, they never could get him. And basically that is true. But right now in the trade market, they can get him. And the more and more Daryl Morey takes his time on this, it's kind of like, okay, if he takes a lot of time on this and pushes it to the deadline, this could pose well for him. Just because of the fact that if Cleveland is a team to watch out for, okay, maybe they might have a third team in the watch, but I know Daryl Morey, and he wants to farm for everything, rightfully so, because Ben Simmons is a skillful player. If I'm Daryl Morey, I'm asking for Evan Mobley. He is a superstar in the making. This guy is he's the real deal. He obviously rookie of the year, and I'm not just saying just for Evan Mobley. There's got to be some other pieces involved in this. I don't think Jarrett Allen would be a part of the package just because of the fact that, they already have a center, or unless they pull off a three-team trade or four-team trade. But if I'm Daryl Morey, I'm asking for Evan Mobley, 100%, just because of the fact that this guy is a superstar in the making. I know he's a rookie, and the Sixers want to win now, and they will. But look what this guy's doing for Cleveland right now, and he's a rookie. So you pair him up with Embiid, Tobias Harris, and you team him up with let's just say Maxey, Seth Curry, Danny Green. Well, Danny Green's got some work to do on his shot because he's having a terrible season. But if Evan Mobley ended up on the Sixers, I just think that the Sixers would be, I wouldn't say instant contenders, because you got to find out how that works, kind of thing. But Daryl Morey has the opportunity to make this organization go forward, or if he continues to wait, it could be another waste of a season for Joel Embiid. So that's all it is for the Cleveland Cavaliers and Ben Simmons drama. So it's trade deadline is February 10th, and we'll see what happens. But there's gonna be a lot of teams gonna bite for sure. As the trade deadline looms, there's guaranteed gonna be a lot of teams that say, okay, Daryl Morey will give you this and this and this and this kind of thing, as much as he wants. So patience could be a virtue for Daryl Morey, 100%, because like I said, if I was a GM, the first person I would want is Evan Mobley. So leave you guys comments in the comment section, and make sure you subscribe to premium content for this, and tune in next time. Jag from Jaggy Sports.